Hello, hello, Rhoda here. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're going to do Craftly Haul Day 24. It's going to be sort of a small page, but it's got a little bit of a story to it. Here's where I left off in the Sneaky Peek book. And this is that page that I sewed around. And then we have this page where I made a pocket. And what have I got here? It looks like some kind of a collaged... I was using anything and everything. It looks like I was using all this Stamperia leftovers. And I got some vellum with gold dots in there. Some things from a freebie. Yeah, I just have a little bit of everything there. And then the way this works, this came with some kind of a paper pad that I had. You could buy like a separate pack of ephemera. And anyway, I glued it down to where it would have like a little tuck area right there for that tag. And then this, of course, goes down here. And you really don't see it until you pull that away. And I think that's all we're going to look at today. This is going to be a quick day. I'm tired. My feet's got on me last night. It wouldn't let me rest. So I'm back exhausted. So, okay. So the little name or the word chip that came with today's was the notebook he had placed on the side table only seconds before now lay open and torn on the other side of the room. So we had that. We had this little file folder that came with it, and it kind of looks like the ripped, I guess, little notebook or something. And then you've got a picture here with a lamp and the side table with the notebook. And then I found this other paper that had like a desk and a really worn-looking wallpaper and everything. But I thought that could be the room that Rose gave him. So our thing is to go together just about like this. It's very easy. Now this, I did put it on cardstock, but it's still kind of flimsy. And I want to tuck this file folder behind it. So I'm going to glue it down again right here and give it a little bit of extra strength. And as soon as I do that, we're going to read the story. I'm sure you want to hear what's going on today. And I want to thank you for coming to visit, for enjoying the items that I put out, for not minding me reading these stories. But it sounds like everybody is enjoying them. And I'm still looking out and crossing my fingers and toes that Tracy and Justin will put out another cool story for August. So I'll be watching. And I have been, since my feet were bothering me, I have nerve damage or something from being on those floors at Walmart for years. But sometimes my pills just don't work, especially if it's going to be humidity or precipitation, I guess you would say. So those are the nights I have to look out for. Well, it's been so dry here. It's a heat wave, and everything else is going to pot around here. Nothing's growing. Everything's brown. My husband, he's about to give up on the garden. There's been a deer in there for the last couple days. He just jumps over the fence. He's only got a small fence there. All right, so that's pretty strong. Okay, so let me figure out where this is going to be. Probably about right there. I need enough room to tuck it about like that. So we're going to go across the bottom with a good bit of glue and up that side. And while that's drying, I'm going to read the story. Oh, wait a minute. Let me figure out where this needs to be. Just about right there. Now, I've got a feeling that, if I need to, I'm going to be able to bring something from the next page over. because I'm going to have the other side of this with the next day. It didn't have much going on, you know, so I figured this would be the way to do it. Okay, let me cap my glue, and I'm going to start reading for you. All right. So, almost instantly, there came a sound. Let's see. He placed the notebook on the table beside the bed, lay back on the mattress, and closed his eyes. That's where we left off before. Then, almost instantly, there came the sound of light footsteps by the bed. Then an unusual rustling, and finally, the clump of something landing forcefully on the rug by the door of the room. Ernest sat straight up, reached for his torch to enable him to see more clearly across the room in the faltering dawn light, and realized that the notebook he had placed on the side table only seconds before now lay open and torn on the other side of the room. He shone the torchlight around the rest of the room, scratched his head, and then went over to examine the notebook, finding that the few pages of notes he had taken since he had arrived at Crafley, and only those pages, were now ripped from the book and had, so far as he could tell, completely disappeared. I guess that's why there's like a ripped look to this. Okay, although the light in the passage outside his room was even more feeble than within, as he opened the door, he saw the back of a man who seemed to be dressed as a reverend. We've seen him before, haven't we? Quickly passing into the kitchen. Ernest assumed, since he had vanished by the time he arrived there, that he must have made his getaway through the kitchen door and out into the garden beyond. That might well have been the case, he thought, reaching the door, had it not still been locked. Perhaps there might be something to this after all, he mused, calmly returning to his room and looking again at his notebook. After he had slept for just over 2 hours, he went into the village to use the telephone in the post office, and then waited for the binders to rise, informing them without describing explicitly what had happened, that he had arranged for a couple of other members of the Committee of Psychical Investigators to join them at the house, and they would, if Rose and Jeffrey consented, organize themselves into holding a seance. Ooh. You know what that means. I got to go in the basement and find my Ouija board. Because Jody did something cool. Jody Lewis Creations. She was the first one that I watched doing all this Crafley Hall stuff. So she had done something with an Ouija board. And needless to say, she found one online that's exactly the same Ouija board that I got in the basement. I never used it. I don't know, it was like the thing to have back then. My sister, she has tarot cards. Those are things that, you know, it takes forever to learn how to use, and you got to have a skill and all that kind of good stuff. I don't know if we had it. Now, I did have an aunt that had dreams about running water, and when she had these dreams about running water, something was going to happen. Somebody was going to die. And it almost always happened. Or I should say always. I don't know the time that it didn't happen. And then her sister, she had something similar. These were actually my mother's great aunts. They weren't aunts, actually. That's what she just always called them. But they had, I don't know, it's like she had an innuendo or something. But there was a tree in the backyard, a big old willow tree or something. And overnight, half of it was dead. And she said that was a sign that somebody really close in the family, was going to pass away. And it ended up being her own son. Isn't that something? Okay, so this tucks right there. And like I said, this is going to be room for something else that might need to be coming over, where I can split the pages. This will probably get some things on it eventually. I don't have anything else in it right now, but maybe something else of Ernest I can work in. Oh, I need to show you. I went through all of the rest of the ephemera and the pages and all that kind of stuff. And I was dividing things up and making sure I had stuff where I wanted it to be. And so this stack of books I added here. And I took this trunk and put here too, because that's probably where all of his equipment came out of that he's got over here on the other page. And it's got a big old key that went through the trunk. So those were additions that I put on here. That was about the only place I could think to put those. And yeah, I got a couple of things done. I got this little guy done last night because my feet, you know. This is the little, I'll do a proper flip through, but thought I would just kind of show you. It was the travelogue one. And I just kind of went through, put it all together, and then I decorated it. And then I made the cover and all that kind of good stuff. And so it is done. I also, and I'll be doing a flip through of this in a couple days. And I'll make another one here sometime soon, and you'll get a chance to see all that. There is another one I just got done, which is the one for the 2000 subscriber journal. And that is this one here. So I got it done. And yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of a cool cover. It's one of my paper towel roll covers. So it's very different. It has a really expandable cover back here. So you can put a lot of stuff in it. I've got a few pockets in here I didn't even fill. But I will be doing a flip through of this one as well. And it'll be on that video that you will comment to be in the drawing. Now, this year, you know, especially from the 1,000 subscriber, I learned a lot. You know, these people will just get on there and hop and do one comment and never talk to me again in their life. They won't be eligible. I'm going to have it to where it's going to be for anybody, I think, that's commented at least 10 times on various videos and up. It may even go up to 15. So most of my stalwart supporters will be in it because they have commented constantly to me. So I want it to be for them, to the ones that always follow me and support me. So that's how I'm going to work this. You know, it doesn't matter what country, as long as you support me. It'll be, you know, all over. All right. Well, I really want to thank all my subscribers and viewers. I know this was a short video, but I don't think I got much more in me. I need to go and take a walk. But yeah, so I'm getting there. You probably saw where I've already done the 5 signature butterfly journal, and I've yet to put that one together. The one I'm working on getting everything cut up for now is this one, so I can get that one filled up and decorated. And I'll do that one on you know, film. I'll figure out where I want to put everything first, and then we'll just throw it all together and have like an hour-long episode or whatever if we need to. Gosh, I think I need to find some more journals to work on. I've got this big one here somewhere that I'd shown you the other day. And then I still have other things to do with Craftly Haul once I even get the days done. So, it's not going to happen overnight. Yep. Y'all probably think, why, you're flying through that. But I could not sit down. And I had to do something. So I played with my crafting. That's what I usually do. I'm trying to think what else I might have to show you. I really don't know of anything. Trying to think what my next journal will be. If you're interested in a certain type of journal, give me some ideas. I mean, I might throw that in, see if that's what I could be doing. I'm trying to think if there's any digitals that I haven't printed out that I probably need to work on. But yeah, give me some themes of things you're interested in seeing next. That'll help me out a lot. All right, I won't put this in the book until I get done with my other side of the page. All right, well, thank you for putting up with me. This is the shortest video I've ever done. But everybody, please take care and have a good day and stay cool. All right, bye-bye.